Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Thank you so much for making the time on a Saturday to be with us. We at NorthStar Solutions and Services, we are absolutely thrilled to have you all over at the NorthStar Café. So welcome. Uh, my name is Meenakshi Iyer, and I'm the founder and principal. And I'm based in Virginia in the US, and it's 9 a.m. my time. And today, I am absolutely thrilled to talk to you and those of you that will catch the replay later. Wanted to spend some time to talk about an exciting global event that NorthStar Solutions and Services is co-hosting. And this is our third annual Future of Work conference. We started this in May of 2020. Focusing on a global perspective. And then last year, I had the privilege of collaborating with another like-minded, a woman-owned small business owner, Tiffany Castano, who's the founder and CEO of CEPHR LLC, which is a values-based HR consulting firm based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here in the US. And we got together and we decided to focus on what was happening in the workplace, particularly how women continue to be disproportionately affected by the pandemic. So we made it an International Women's Day event. And so the conference, the second annual NorthStar Solutions Services Conference, the Future of Work Conference, became an International Women's Day event. And we focused on the power of the female perspective. So the title of the event was Future of Work, the Power of the Female Perspective. And the reach and the impact that we had out of that was phenomenal. It was beyond our imagination. Tiffany and I were blown away. We had more than close to 300 registrations, and we had a community, a global community of 50 to 60 attendees who rallied around the cause and really built this fabulous community. And then we had the conference really went on for 4 weeks. So we had sessions every Saturday, the month of March. So this year we are back at it again, and really, really thrilled to spend some time to talk to you about it, invite you to the conference, and also excited to introduce our event partners this time. And I wanted to take a moment to do that. So here are our event partners. Each of us is a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, and we come from different parts of the world, and we come from different backgrounds, and here we are. And a huge shout out to Tiffany. I know, Tiffany, I know wherever you are, you're watching us or listening to this today, or you'll catch the replay. Unfortunately, Tiffany was not able to join us this morning. She's on the road unexpectedly. So, but we'll be back again in a couple of weeks where Tiffany and I will host another conversation to tell you more about it. But today we wanted to sort of kickstart this conversation with our event partners. So here we have Heli Desai, who's the co-founder of uvcity.com. That is our technology partner for the event. Jesse Drewson, founder of Ava Design Consulting, who's our marketing partner, and Tanvi Agarwal, who's the founder of Silly Strokes, who's going to be our sketchnoting and a graphic recording partner for the event. So we're doing a lot of things for the first time. So it's a grand experiment in many ways. Tiffany and I, we decided to sort of we were so inspired by the feedback and the reception that we got last year that we have decided to sort of take this all up to to the next level this year. So we're very, very excited. And I wanted to take a minute to just share a little bit about the conference. And then the idea today is to hear from all our partners about what about this conference makes it worthwhile for them. What are they doing to add value to this event, and why they think you should attend it. So in just a few minutes, I wanted to just spend a few minutes on to share a little bit more about the conference. So This year's conference, we're calling it, we continue to focus on women. We continue to focus on women around the world because we have a shared experience. And I think that's kind of bubbled up to the surface now more than ever, given how chaotic our lives have been for the last 2 years. So, future of work, what does that look like, and the role of women in shaping the pandemic pivot? So, this is a 2 half-day event. So, we have 2 half days on the 19th and the 26th of March. We start at 8 a.m. New York time, which is 5:30 p.m. India time, and I think it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon London time. So, our goal is to reach as many people as we can across different time zones. Um, and we are super thrilled to have Dr. Stephanie Johnson, uh, professor and author of Inclusify, who will be our keynote speaker. We're extremely thrilled and grateful that Dr. Stephanie will be joining us. And we just wanted to also give you a taste of what last year's event was. So this is, again, Tiffany and I, and these were our sessions and conversations that we held. And for us, one of the key pieces is to have a very strong bias for action. So it's not just the purpose of the conference is not just to bring people together to share thoughts and ideas, but also to inspire people to take action, that first small step, next step in their own ecosystems to make things better, not only for themselves, but also for others. So here's our why, really. What we're focused on is we wanted to add our voice, and we wanted to shine the light on the role of women in shaping the pandemic pivot. And we have seen plenty of examples all around the world where when given the opportunity, or when women have the opportunity and they're able to earn the opportunity, the difference that they've made, be it in terms of governance or politics or the workplace. We also want to use this opportunity to bring thought leaders from across the world to help us inspire, to help us understand and get a global perspective, and also inspire us to take some tangible next steps for our own professional and personal growth, and also for those around us. Um, and we want this to be a global platform, a thought leadership platform, especially focused on women in technology and in business, and all of our allies. They say we're all focused on empowering women, but who are training the others in the world to be able to deal with these empowered women, right? So we know that we can't do it alone. We can't go all of it alone. So we understand the importance and the value of our allies, and we want to really rally everyone around the cause. And like I just shared, for Tiffany and I, it's very important that we both live by the motto of rising by lifting others. And so we couldn't be more thrilled to partner with other women entrepreneurs and showcase their work and their businesses. So having said that, I'd love to hear a little bit from each of our partners. So I'd love to kick it off with Heli, who's a co-founder of uvcity.com, which is our technology partner. So Heli, if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about yourself, and also a brief introduction, and also telling us a little bit about what UVCity does, and what you're looking forward to the most in this conference.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Haley and I'm a co-founder of UVCity. UVCity is educational platform where you can do your sessions, and you can earn from them, you can learn from them. And yeah, thanks Minakshi for giving opportunity, this wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And Heli, what are you looking forward to most in this conference?
Yeah, so as a woman co-founder, I know how much effort it takes in, and because of this pandemic there is a lot of restricted resource. So to make a successful startup, you need core honesty, reliability, lot of hard work and all. And we have built this platform, and we would like to support all the women who are entrepreneurs and who are thinking or dreaming to do to come in this entrepreneurship world. And we would like to invite all women entrepreneurs to attend this event and get benefit from it.
Thank you so much, Helly.
So,
I'm same question for Jesse. So, Jesse, if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about yourself and tell us what makes this conference important to you.
Definitely. Hello, everyone. I'm Jessie Drusen, founder of Ava Design Consulting. I help businesses with their branding and digital presence to help them grow their loyal customer base. I am super excited about this conference. I think mostly the thing that I'm most excited about is probably Dr. Stephanie Johnson's keynote. I think that there's a huge need for transitioning from mentorship to sponsorship, and then of course to promoting other women. I think that's the best way that we can all lift each other up and succeed.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jesse. And Tanvi, all the way from Bangalore, India. Tanvi,
your mic
for
is.
some reason, we're not able to hear you.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
That's all right.
Okay,
Here we go.
my name is Tanvi Agarwal, and I'm the founder of Silly Strokes. I draw for a living, and what I do through Silly Strokes is help businesses and individuals, visualize their ideas. One thing that I'm really looking forward for this event is so many inspiring women coming together, and the kind of energy that it sparks in every person who attends these events. I think that energy just leaves you with so much to do, take it forward, learn so much from each other. And it's just so inspiring to see women across the globe doing so many wonderful things. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tanvi. And I have to say that I met all of you in one way, shape, or form through LinkedIn and through other networking platforms. And I think Helly and I, we met. This was pre-COVID, so we met in early 2020, right? I think.
Yeah, early 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when NorthStar Solutions and Services, we were 6 months old, and we launched our first Future Work conference on the platform, UB City, and we've been partners ever since. And UB City has been absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And yeah, and to know that we are in it together and we are supporting other women-owned businesses, that's something that's extremely important to Tiffany and I. So we are really grateful that this is happening. Yeah. So and Jesse and I, we met through a local professional networking group for women in agile and lean spaces, right? Lean and agile. That's where we first met. And it's been just fantastic to see and support one another's journeys. And then we here today. Tanvi and I, we met totally purely on LinkedIn through a word of mouth referral, right? I think, yeah. And yes. So we met a couple of years, I think a year and a half or so ago, and we've stayed in touch. And you have folks that are on right now, or who and those who watch the replay, you have to check out Tanvi's conversation. Tanvi and I, we had a conversation on mind over matter last year. I'll plug the link in. So it's absolutely fantastic to have you all here. So with that, I just wanted to go back to continue our conversation on what the conference is all about. So what we are looking to do is really meet our audience where they are. So we want to meet our women professionals where they are. What we mean by that is this is a virtual conference. Anyone with an internet connection practically anyone can attend this. And we are trying to meet people in different time zones. And the session recordings, the way UB City is set up, that session recordings will be available to all the attendees. So that's another thing. You can go. So this is really an investment. And we are sourcing the topics for conversation based on data points that we've collected. So we've looked at the independent sessions that Tiffany and I have organized when in our own businesses, our clients, what we're hearing from them. And we've also done public facing polls on LinkedIn and other platforms, and we'll continue to do them up until the conference. And what has come up, bubbled up to the top right now is folks looking for ways in which they can showcase their professional value, especially when we work either remotely, completely remotely, or we are in hybrid environments. Now there's a lot of places people are coming back to the offices, and one of the things that is being noticed or is being observed is that it's mostly men who are able to come back to the offices, given how there are our roles in our lives are still very gender based, and so women end up with an undue share, unequal share of caregiving duties, and so it makes it harder for us women to go back to the office or to go back to the workplace. And there's a lot of choice involved in it as well. So how do you then continue to maintain your visibility in a very confident manner in the workplace? So that's something that's top of mind, is what we are hearing. The other thing is the pandemic has created this space and time, I think, for a lot of us to reevaluate what we're doing. And it's caused a lot of us to pivot in our careers or seek a different role. So how can you go about that and navigate that sort of uncertainty? Yeah. And another thing that Jesse earlier alluded to is how do we as women seek sponsorship? We, especially in the world of tech, women are, it's proven that women are over-mentored and under-sponsored, which means there's a lot of advice and a lot of guidance being given to us as to what we need to do. But when it comes to making it happen, there's very few people opening doors for us. So how can we as women take that into our own hands, and how can we create opportunities for ourselves to seek sponsorship? And then, of course, the whole reskilling and upskilling, given how the world of work is changing and all of that. So these are some areas that will be in focus, and our goal is to really help attendees feel inspired, engaged, and connected, and really create that bias for action. We want our attendees to walk away with very tangible next steps that they can take in order to get closer to their chosen future self. So having said that, we've already alluded to this. I just wanted to highlight a couple of things here. Yeah. So one is you're basically, attendees are getting 8 hours worth, a little more than 8 hours worth of content that's spread over 2 weekends, and you will have access to the recordings as well. And there'll be digital sketch notes that Tanvi will be making for us for all the sessions. You get the opportunity to connect and network with a global community. We have set up a separate LinkedIn group for this. The other key piece, and something very unique, is that there's a lot of us, a lot of professional coaches in our network for Tiffany and I, and we've spoken with them, and they are all more than happy to provide one-on-one and or group coaching support at much reduced rates. So we're making it financially accessible for the attendees of this conference to reach out to these coaches and get the support that they need in building their career transformation journeys. So we're really, really excited about that. So we have about 5 or 6 coaches that are already signed up for that. Yeah, so thanks, Aditya. So we have, thank you for your support. And this is our planned agenda. So day 1, which is Saturday, the 19th of March, we kick off with Dr. Stephanie's keynote. We have a couple of panel discussions. We have an interactive talk that's lined up, and we are also creating space for networking at the end of the first day. Day 2. This is the other piece we're really, really excited about. This is the first time in this conference that we are setting aside an entire day for learning, focused on learning. And so we have three impactful workshops. Tiffany and I are leading one each. And then we have a fantastic, another woman solopreneur talking to us about how we can make the best of LinkedIn for career success. So that's a whole solid 90-minute workshop that we are able to bring to you via this conference. Who should attend? Well, women professionals and leaders and their allies from anywhere in the world, women professionals seeking new careers or roles. And we think that this will be of immense value to HR and business leaders and also technology leaders, so that they can get a perspective of what women in the workplace are faced with and what they're looking for, so that they're better able to support them. We have touched upon this. We think that so just to give you an idea, we have speakers and panelists from Kenya, Spain, India, and the US, of course. So you can get a sense of the kind of global perspective that you're able to get. So we have career coaches on our panel. We have HR leaders from different industries. So we are really excited about the lineup that we have, and we'll be publishing more information in the coming weeks. We really think that it's important to understand how to create sustainable success, especially in this hybrid/virtual world. So we are really focused on that, and of course, the whole opportunity to connect and network with a global community. Yeah. So what is it? What's the investment that we're looking at? Well, the full conference pass is $125. We have an early bird special that's running till next Saturday, and that's $97. So all of it, the entire 2 days of content and all the value adds, all of it for under $100. And we also have partner special pricing for all our partners and our partner communities. And we've been in touch with them. And there'll be more information coming out on that as well. Again, the key value adds, it's access to the replays, the digital sketch notes, which is an immense value add, because we're looking at being able to reach different people with different learning styles, engage people in different ways, and make it memorable, make it stick. Yeah. And of course, there is conversations, spaces for conversations before, during, and after the conference. Our goal is really to build a community that is self-sustaining, where people become each other's cheerleaders and accountability partners. So that's what we're looking for. Here's the link, and it's hosted on UV City. So we'll also plug the link in. We're also open to sponsorship opportunities, because that's the other thing. We are looking to pay all of our speakers, pay for everyone's time. We're looking to also obviously compensate our partners for their time and services. So all of the 100% of the sponsorship dollars will go towards that. And so, and we have also opened up a unique opportunity for sponsors. You can sponsor attendees, and you'll be able to avail the special pricing of $100 per conference pass. So that's another unique piece that we've opened up. So you don't have to be an organization. As an individual, you can help sponsor another attendee, someone that needs it and maybe not is making it financially accessible to them. So that's another opportunity for folks to participate and pay it forward. So that's it. That's the formal brief of the conference. We really hope that you will join us. Registrations are already live, and we'll plug the link in a minute. So with that, I would love to take it back to our partners here, and go over to Tanvi. Tanvi, tell us more about what you do at Silly Strokes. How do you see that adding value to this conference?
As an illustrator and a sketchnoter, what I've learned over these 2.5 years of my professional journey is that people really find it very easy to, understand visuals, to convey in terms of visuals, to communicate in terms of visuals. And when you give someone a 30, 90, or maybe a longer video, Of course, if that is something that they're very deeply interested in, they are going to sit through the entire video. Otherwise, they would crave for something that is more of a summary, something that can give them a gist, that can tell them what this video actually contains. And if they think that beyond that summary they need to look at the entire video, go through the entire thing to get other details, they go through it. So I think the way I will be able to add value is to be able to give people that summary, give them the idea that okay, this is what this particular video offers. And if that is something that you really want, if that is something you missed out on, you can go, you can look at that video. The summary is also going to lift the weight of taking notes from people. They can just be immersed in their sessions, and I hope my notes help them.
Oh, that's so fantastic. And, I've seen your work and I've enjoyed it. There are so many events that you posted the sketch notes after on LinkedIn. And I'll tell you that you hit the nail on the head. I wouldn't even have known that such an event took place, but I am able to learn about it, about the content, just through your sketch notes. And I loved how you pointed out that it lifts the weight of taking notes. Yes, I take copious notes. So, and then given the the caliber and the perspectives of our speakers, I think this would be an immense value add. And thank you for highlighting that. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Same question for you, Jesse. So, how tell us more about how what you do is going to add value to this conference and to the attendees.
Definitely. So being in business, I know a lot of us know that word of mouth is the best way to market. And it really comes down to communication and connecting with people. So creating marketing opportunities for everyone to come together and join in the conversation, that is really why I do what I do.
Right. And with specific to this conference, how do you see that playing out?
Specific to the conference, I think that starting the conversation in advance as we lead up to the conference, getting everyone engaged. That way, when we enter into the conference, we sort of already have this community feel or a shared journey. So that's how I can add value.
Absolutely. Thank you. And yeah, you've already helped us so much immensely. All the research that you did on the tech stuff, on the copies that you've written for us already, just fantastic. Really appreciate that. Helly, same question for you. And I will preface this by saying that I've been on the platform for the last 2.5 years, and I've always had, every single time I've had a seamless experience. But would love to hear more about how you see UB City aligning with the why of this conference and adding value to the conference.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Meenakshi, for organizing this amazing conference. And you are amazing at doing stuff for the women. We should lift each other at this moment. And UB City, we are trying to provide a communication platform, and for women, basically they can learn and earn sit at home, and they can learn a lot of things, and um, communications and support to other women, and creating the sessions and dreaming, fulfill their dream to do the other activities. So yeah, and we would like to invite all women, and then conference what in I'm adding to this conference, we are providing this platform and help other women.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just to add to that, so UB City as a platform, it's we are able to attend. So as attendees, what you get is a one-stop shop for the live sessions, for the recordings, to connect with the other attendees. So it's a bit like, I would say, a bit like LinkedIn, that has Zoom on the back end. So all you do is you sign up, and it also is integrated with a payment gateway. So for when you register, you do everything in that one platform, and that's it. And when you want access to the recordings, you just go back to the platform, go back to the session, and it's right there. So it's very intuitive, very user-friendly, and there's a lot of hard work that's gone into designing this platform. So absolutely thrilled about that. Yeah. And, so Tanvi, your digital sketch notes, we can upload it directly into the session in UVCity. So so it's a one-stop shop. You don't have to, so it's easier for us as organizers. Like, we don't have to send emails or, create shared drives and things like that. So all of that. And we'll add you to the event on UVCity. And so you'll be part of the event. So that's the other feature. So as organizers, we are able to highlight all our partners as panelists and speakers on the event itself. Yeah. So a couple of other questions. One, I wanted to understand from your perspective as partners, and this is open to all, is why do you think women professionals and their allies should attend this conference? I know I made my own spiel, but as someone who's on the outside of this, and as someone who's participating as an event partner, what would you tell women in your network? Why should they attend this conference? Yeah, go ahead, Jessie.
Yes. I mean, you hit the nail on the head talking about being able to take away actionable steps from this. I think another key component is basically, being inspired and being able to walk away with a sense of self-confidence going into whatever you're going to be doing next to build yourself up and others.
Self-confidence, that's fantastic. And that is correct. That is true. I mean, that's one thing that Tiffany and I are really aiming for. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Tanvi, Heli?
So yeah, a lot of business opportunity, networking, connections. You can meet people and women specifically who are on same, who are doing the same thing, and you can learn from them. You can get some ideas, and the thing is that you can inspire from them. So some days, sometime, okay, oh, this is not working, I cannot do any more, and someone just come and just like you are giving opportunity, this conference, and okay, no, I can do it. There are a lot of other people just like me who need this type of conference and opportunities. So thanks. So
Absolutely. Feeling inspired, especially when so much is going on in our lives. There's so much that we're dealing with, to get inspiration, to get new ideas, to see how others are doing, and figure some things out for ourselves from that. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, Tanvi.
So I think in my personal experience, like the kind of what I gained from communities and from these conferences in the past was, I learned that whenever you are stuck, you probably just need to extend a hand and ask people for help. And when I started out, I did not know where to go for that help. And I think these community events really open that gate for us, that we can find a sense of belonging, find a sense of find a community where we can just go ask, and we know that we're going to get some help from them, some inspiration, some motivation, some help in the business. So I think that is something that everyone in the business, in the field, is looking for.
So well said, right? Whatever, especially when we're starting off, and your journey has been so inspirational, Tanvi. You did a whole pivot right when you were right out of college, right? So when you start something new, it feels very alone, and then when you get exposed to communities like this, then you're like, oh my God, there's this whole world out there, and so many other people are doing all these things. Absolutely. I'm just plugging in the registration link for everyone, and please remember to use code earlybird. That's valid till next Saturday to avail of the special pricing. I'm just putting that here. There we go. And I wanted to kind of wrap this conversation up. And before we go, wanted to hear from you about what's your biggest inspiration, if you will, to partner with Tiffany and I for this? What made you say yes when we reached out to you?
I think I'll
Jesse?
start with that.
Oh, yeah, go
I
ahead, Tanvi. Yes.
So I think even before Meenakshi could actually introduce this entire event to me and what this was about, I was just so excited about getting to work with her because I've worked with her in the past on a very small project, but it was like the experience. I think she always end all her mails with a cheers, and that is something I've stolen from her. I do that with all my mails that I send out to my clients, potential clients, anyone that I write a mail to. So I think just the energy that she brings on the table made me just jump in and say that, okay, whatever it is, I'm going to do that. But apart from that, like when I found out what the event is about, I think it was a very good opportunity for me to get exposed to and get, to know so many other women entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, women who are in the field who are doing something. So I think I was just really looking forward to that kind of an energy as well. That is why I want to be a part of this journey and want to work with Meenakshi and Tiffany.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And yes, the I'll have to find the link of I'll have to find the link of our conversation, mind over matter, and share that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tanvi. And we are just so pleased and so grateful to have you on board. And I know that all of you are in it with us in this grand experiment, because this is the first time Tiffany and I are doing it at this scale, and this is the first time we're making it a paid event. So as we all know, there's so many unknowns with all of this, and I think that Tiffany and I could not be more grateful that you have jumped in headlong with us in it, and you're in for the ride. And none of us really knows what it's going to turn out like, you know. So we are assuming positive intent on all counts, and we are bringing our best. All of us are bringing our best to the table, and we just, we're putting it out in the universe. That's what we're doing. So, Jesse, same question for you. So, what made you say yes to Tiffany and I?
Yeah, so Meenakshi, I mean, I've known you in the community for the last 2 years, my entire duration in the Agile community. And I think what's most inspiring and the reason I want to work with you most is because as a, you know, um, business owner myself venturing out, I have all these ideas of things that I want to do to engage the community and to start talking about things that I care about. And you're living that, you're doing that. So being able to just, sort of walk in your footsteps and partner with you gives me the confidence to go out and do it myself.
Oh, that is fantastic. And see, that's the oh, I wish Tiffany was here live to hear this. But she's going to watch it, so she'll and that's been our journey as well, Jesse. Tiffany and I met on LinkedIn and on a virtual platform, Coffee Chat. That's where we first met, and we hit it off. And when I asked her if she'd be willing to be my co-host last year, she immediately said yes, and then there we are, and then here we are again doing it again. So that's the whole, you nailed it. That's our whole purpose of rising up by lifting others. Thank you. Helly, how about you?
Yeah, so me and Meenakshi, we met I think 2.5 years ago before pandemic, and we were both starting at that same time. We were very new, and I love Meenakshi's energy. She is so amazing, and she she has a lot of ideas and lot of information, and she communicates very well. Like when you talk to her, like you can feel her energy. And like Tiffany, I did not meet her personally, but yeah, she's very amazing. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Helly. Tiffany is yeah, but you will get to meet her So we're going to
Yeah,
do another of these
definitely. I would
conversations, so
love.
you'll meet her in person. But yes, so Tiffany and I did this last year as well, and she's very familiar and extremely complimentary of UV City. She loves how user friendly it is, and I think the what we one thing I'm training myself to do is really visualizing what I would like to create and bringing everyone along the journey. And I'll tell you, it takes a village to do any of this, right? And we're all witness to that. So we Tiffany and I wouldn't be here without all of your support. So we are so grateful that we are in it together, and we are extremely appreciative of your trust in us to do this. And so could not be more grateful for that. So with that, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for your time. And I've plugged in the conference registration info in the chat, in the messages. So again, we hope that you will join us March 19th to March 26th. Future of Work: Women Shaping the Pandemic Pivot, and keynote by Dr. Stephanie Johnson, author of Inclusify. So we look forward to seeing you at 8 a.m. on Saturday, March 19th. There's a lot of time, still time to register. And please, until next week, you are able to avail of our special pricing by using Early Bird as a code. So that's it. So thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you in a few weeks. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, and be safe.
Thank you, Meenakshi.
Thanks.
Thank you, Meenakshi.